When Delphine talks to you. The audacity. Mr. Beast trapped in Lesser Soul Gem. The critical misguide to Skyrim modders the realist. How unrealistic. No way does a steel sword weigh 9 units. The texture connoisseur, the guy desperately trying to fix the user interface because it was designed by and for crab people, the sociopath. Paarthurnax. I have expected you. Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvat with an old dover. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. The dragonborn about to lose his mind, waiting for Paarthurnax to get to the point. Paarthurnax, Drem. All in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thuam? The dragonborn. Incredible violence. Paarthurnax, Line Vokian, dragonborn. Paarthurnax, English, Mother Ducker. Do you speak it? Ufik, the only reason Council was to deal with I agreed to attend this the Dragon Menace. There's nothing else to talk about, unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim. Dragonborn. I just asked for the ducking salt. Ulfric, we're here to offer a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the Ragans. Nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture. Arngeir, are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric. General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. Dragonborn. Ulfric. Tullius. Elisif, so that's why you're here, Ulfric. You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position? Dragonborn realizing why the Greybeards stay out of politics. Tullius. Elisif. I said I'd handle it. Tullius, Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. Tullius, you hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle. Is that it? Ricky, yes, that'd be entirely out of character. Dragonborn. She's right, you know. Tullius, enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. Tullius in his mind. Tullius, enough is enough. I have had it with these milk-drinking Nords in this milk-drinking peace council. Tullius, since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. Dragonborn, what about Winterhold? Ulfric, I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. The Dragonborn, already considering slaughtering the entire room. Tullius, you always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are on the battlefield. Meanwhile, damn. Dragonborn just realized Elenwen might not be essential anymore, should have blocked her escape route, instead of listening to these idiots. Delphine, he is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash. Dragonborn. Heartbreaking, the worst person you know just made a great point. Esbern, even now, he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Meanwhile, Alduin. Shopping Center Santa Claus at 5:58 p.m. on Christmas Eve. Ulfric, out with it then. Galma, damned imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at. Alduin destroying High Hrothgar, killing everyone inside while they were bickering. And then everyone died, the end. Tullius, well said. For once, you'll actually pay for your crimes. Ulfric a few moments later. Last witness killed. Bounty removed. Arngeir, Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Dragonborn, thinking it's over, it's over. It's done. Elisif having to endure her husband's murderous bullshit. Elisif, I have nothing to say to that murderer. Paarthurnax, there is one who remember well. O'Duffying, he is the one to tell us where Alduin has gone. Dragonborn, you will not tell me to trap a dragon in a giant wooden building, right? Dragonborn, you will not tell me to trap a dragon in a giant wooden building, right? Greybeards, can you give me Thuam? To worship Kine? Yees. Political assassination. Skyrim speedrunners. That one mounted hunter and being late to your wedding. Ulfric at the beginning of Skyrim. thank the gods for Elduin. You mean it will be a fair duel, right? Thinking about decorating my Skyrim home. Actually decorating my Skyrim home. Dragonrend. Dragons. It's some form of mortality. Can't stand it. He stood against the Thalmor is what he did. He led the Stormcloaks to rise for Skyrim is what he did. And on this house Ulrich Stormcloak is a hero. End of story. Me. Every other female character. Point of view, armor mod for females. You can only pick one. Choose wisely. A goth girlfriend, she loves you. A lifetime supply of garlic bread. It never goes bad. Me wondering why my Skyrim save with 14,209 mods installed is crashing when starting it. Me eats a human heart to learn its alchemical properties. Everyone at the barbecue. And see if you're allowed in. Dark Brotherhood contract. Visitors tax. Right to jail right away. I'll think about it. You're allowed in. Free drinks at the Bee and Barb. Dinner with the Jarl. Executed on the spot. Thane of Riften. We got this person dragonborn, and they're going to solve all of Skyrim's problems. One-handed. Two-handed. Wishing I'd have spexed into the other one 12 hours into a new playthrough. Doing one single quest for an NPC in Skyrim and having them follow you into life and death scenarios. I found your missing fork. That means you belong to me now. Solitude guards discovering a corpse with 14 jugs of milk in their pockets. I ran out of inventory while looting them. Going back to Skyrim and realizing they took away a bunch of free Creation Club mods. I don't like this rock, Robert. It's pissing me off. The entire companion's looking at the Dragonborn walking by again. Dressed in fresh dragon plate, meanwhile Aela has been in the Savior's hide since before they walked up to Dragon Search. When you do the math and you only have 113 lines left until Uldian dies, and 120 until you're finally done with the main quest. Jarl Balin, a necromancer. Reading Arundel's journal. Most excellent in this timeline. Without the last Dragonborn, I will be easily able to blot out the sun and rule a world of eternal darkness. Nicht Solange Kindane bin. Holy shit! You are! Manfred Albrecht von Richterfin, Baron of the Skies and Ace of all aces. Are you going to apologize for slaughter the Orc strongholds? Never! Serana, no Dragonborn we have to fight. My father Wick the Bowhead's too strong. Me, I'll hit him with a stick till he dies. You gotta do the cooking by the book, Nereva. You know you can't be lazy. Khajiit is small and scared and has a gun. Do not test her. Ha ha. There it is. Strange it seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? This armor is ridiculous. What's wrong with it? Oh, nothing except I've taken 8 arrows to the gut and have been stabbed everywhere. Guys get that armor that fully protects them completely, while girls get glorified metal underwear. We should both get the same armor. This barely weighs anything. I feel so agile. And I'm not passing out from heat stroke anymore. And my breasts look amazing. Sims 4 players. This mod makes the game crash every hour. This is garbage. Skyrim players. This mod only makes the game crash every hour. This is amazing. You can use your map to fast travel between visited locations. No way, I want to be a real explorer. Eventually, blacksmith. Ah, duck it. Fast travel? When you're fighting off a group of bandits and you see a dead guard laying there and a bounty notification pop up. I'm the bad guy. How did that happen? I have done nothing but duplicate silver for 3 days. You want free training? Swing away. Altmer Dragonborn. I'm loyal to the Oldmeri Dominion. Skyrim. Not this pathetic excuse for a civilization. Gas station weed sent me to High Hrothgar. Elisif. I have nothing to say to that murderer. Dark Brotherhood Dragonborn, having murdered way more people in worse fashion. Yeah, what an asshole. Skyrim cities in a nutshell. Time to pay for your crimes. You're not worth the hassle. I've got to ask you something. Are we the baddies? It is time to go. Can I go back? Yes. I'm told you were the best. Speech 100. Restoration 100. The result of the Civil War has nothing to do with if the Stormcloaks or Imperials would better be able to fight the Thalmor. Both will dog-walk them because they have a ducking god on their side. Just choose whoever you like more. They're the winner. Until we meet again. When Septimus Cygnus asks me to harvest elf blood, me and the boys on our way to Helgen. Players posting their 100% achievement. Sure, you finished the Dark Brotherhood forever. Is that Skyrim? I didn't know you like old classic games. Old? Classic? Roy, Skyrim is a modern game. Mimi, Skyrim came out in 2011. If Test 6 isn't released in 3 years, the gap between it and Skyrim will be same as between Skyrim and Arena. Paarthurnax. Yes, they are very protective of me. Barlan Fardon. But I do not know the few you seek. Crosis. Somewhere in the Pale. Aku. Paarthurnax, yes, Ulduin Zyma. The elder brother. Gifted. Grasping and troublesome as is so often the case with Firstborn. But why? Why do you want to stop Ulduin? Tried to kill the DB at Helgen. Is bringing dead dragons back to life. Is a power-hungry tyrant. Also imposes his will on other dragons like Odahoing. Dragon cults, enslaved all of humanity in the past. Wants to eat the literal world. Paarthurnax, would you stop the next world from being born? The dragonborn, perhaps. Me when I failed NN because of dummy mummy Elenwen. Ricky, I knew he wouldn't be able to resist. Ulfric, yes, let's get this over with. Dragonborn. You're the one who interrupted the council, jackass. Ulfric, yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce. Me remembering that there are forsworn in Markarth, so I accept Ulfric's offer to get rid of both. Modern problems require modern solutions. Tullius, Jarl Elisif, I'll handle this. Arndir, I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing. Ulfric, who definitely did expect to get something without giving anything. Elisif, wait. General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor. Elisif, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor, right? When you download the wrong subtitles, but it still works. Tullius, you are a traitor to the Empire and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Tullius, you heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture? What the Dragonborn sees. You heard the man, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are we talking here, or are you breaking my balls? Ulfric, Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galma. I should have listened to you in the first place. Dragonborn? Bitches exit down the hall to the left. Ulfric, is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue. Literally everyone else in the room. Esbern, don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Ulduin has returned. The World Eater. Dragonborn. You don't understand dragons, do you? You're tearing me apart, Ulfric. Esbern, can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger? Ulfric and Tullius. No. Ricky, you slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things. Meanwhile, Ulfric, some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Other Nords. Ulfric, this is our homeland, Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head. Arndir, it seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. The agreement. Trade offer I receive Silverblood Mine and the most defense-able city in Skyrim. You receive a literal hive of scum and villainy, and compensation for a massacre. Agnir, the Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karth Waston. The compensation. Paarthurnax, I have tasted the voices of Alduin's allies on the wind. Pogan Nalas, Vokri Wa Jun. Paarthurnax, tasting the voice of Alduin's allies on the wind. How my neck feels when I'm trying not to cry. Can I see a menu? This isn't a restaurant. If you don't serve food, then what's with all the cheese? And that. I really need to talk with Vint about the junk she buys off adventurers. And I have loads more where these came from. Keep them coming, Cheeseman. Dragonborn promised their soul to every daedra prince, so who will take it? Akatosh. The battle music. The enemy in question. My little sister went on a date with a young farmer tonight. He decided to gift her a 12 kilograms wheel of cheese. When you realize Skyrim is now 14 years old today, 2011 feels like it was only a few years ago. Where did the time go? When I'm in a race war, and my opponent has an axe powered by racism. Paarthurnax be like, you would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old dover. My brother in Akatosh, Tinvak with an old dover is the exact reason I came all this way. If it weren't for this, I would never progress in the main quest. Skyrim NPC. Dovakian, can you go get this item for me? Cave with Falmer. When you've heard about Imperial ambushes while trying to cross the border, but that throat of the world looking thick as duck. Lava cake. Imagine getting blown up by a level 4 food vendor. I find a new mod that has only one required mod. That required mod has over 20 requirements. When you have a water castle with a drawbridge, iron gate, 8 armed servants, and your wife still complains about having to fend off the wildlife. I'm about to go Henry VIII on that bitch's ass. Gaby Newell, we can't release HL3 because it would never live up to expectations after all this time. Chad Howard, here's Elder Scrolls 6 after 20 years. It sucks, just like all of our other games. Get the perk to make lockpicks unbreakable. Complain about not being able to keep the skeleton key at the end of the Thieves Guild questline, which does the same thing. Fun facts with Squidward. Most of the cooked meals in Skyrim have a lower value than the combined value of the ingredients used to make it, so chefs are losing money. Me, role-playing a herd with a decent moral compass. Necromancy. Every time I see a farmer up close, I think, damn, you got a nasty case of pink eye. In the sea of ghosts. Straight up balking it. Imagine getting Ledge killed by the Dragonborn, but instead of using Fuse Rodar, he just bonks with a shield. Not even worth my breath. My old save with over 100 mods 2 minutes into open world combat. Me on my way to the abandoned shack. To return Astrid all the orders she signed to have me assassinated. Greg the Necromancer, the courier, complained about tip I gave him, so I trapped him within my Dark Soul gem. Sophie, after making 3 septims in a day by selling flowers in the freezing cold. It ain't much, but it's honest work. It's called a mask, now please stop touching it. Skyrim farmers, when they see me use the clear skies, shout to stop it raining for the 3rd month in a row. The Critical Miss Guide to Skyrim modders. The Stylist. The Masochist. Fear his quick load mastery. The Fan. This isn't consistent with the law. The Shrexual Deviant. One, yeah, give it to me harder. Fussro. Da. Click. Skyrim, are you banging my girlfriend? Up. Why am I the only one who's wearing this stupidly Shrexualized armor? You don't think this is kinda unfair? Ha. Swoosh. Virtha watching the ground get closer after I shouted him off the balcony. When you walk into a Dwemer ruin and hit one of the panels. So, you're telling me that thin girl nabbed your goods and is still demanding payment? Same person. Characters born under the Gator sign have a higher swim speed, but experience more hostile encounters with creatures and NPCs. Skyrim propaganda. The College of Winterhold is not responsible for the Great Collapse. They are, however, responsible for Rory's shitty attitude. I made my Skyrim into Dark Souls. I put modern guns into my Skyrim. My scroovy ass mod in me Skyrim. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Paarthurnax, do you know why I live on the throat of the world? Dragonborn? I don't know. Dragons like mountains, right? Paarthurnax, you understand you just insulted my entire race of people? But yes. Fun facts with Balgraf. The courier, Imperial, has climbed the 7,000 steps more times than the average Nord. I won't plant a fortify carry weight farm this playthrough. It's too OP and easy, but the easy profit, my lord. When I'm fighting a dragon and a Thalmor Justice shows up and starts helping. I never thought I would die fighting side by side with a dragon. What about with a free weight? You meant to say elf, right? Skyrim utterly bugged. More mods. User asking for help because of bugs. Start new game, same mods. Kematu told me not to be fooled by a pretty face, but when she gives me that look, I forget all about her being a Thalmor spy. Simp. How vanilla players see themselves. How they see modders. Can I use your blood to darken the sky so I can walk the waking world unhindered by the tyranny of the sun? Ah, you're sweet. Can I use your blood to darken the sky so I can walk the waking world unhindered by the tyranny of the sun? Hello, human resources? Random sack of gold. After all, why shouldn't I keep it? Has awesome items to sell. No one has enough money to buy any of it. When your companions accidentally hit an NPC and now everybody is fighting. I'm surrounded by idiots. Which side are you on? Skyrim is siding with the Empire because 5 of 9 Jarls support the Empire. Thos's Jarls are bribed with gold. Most Nords support Ulfric that why the Stormcloak can fight its skin plus Empire enforcement to a stalemate. I'll install mods to fix the bugs. To fix the bugs, right? What the duck? It's hard explaining to a non-Skyrim fan that the guy on the left beats the guy on the right in a street fight.